Hey guys, my name is Shubhankit. I work at Accenture as a data scientist, and in this video, I will tell you some points that will improve your profile and will increase the chances of getting shortlisted in any interview by at least 100%. Right? So let's directly jump into the points, and between I'll tell you some more insights, some more personal experiences, and yeah, let's start with the first point. So guys, the first point that you see is that you know the profile is not 100% completed. So most of us, when we apply for jobs, we apply via platform where we Naukri or LinkedIn or Indeed or any other platform, but we just make profiles quickly, right? We just want to go to that particular stage where we start applying, right? So first advice is don't rush to that point. Complete your profile 100%. Why? Because see, all of these platforms, they are using a particular algorithm that will boost profile, that will match the right job description with the right profile, right? So more completed your profile is, more chances you have to get shortlisted or get pushed for a particular job, right? And for example, let's see from a recruiter's point of view. So wherever I'll search, let's say I have a recruiter's account on Naukri, right? If I'll search for a profile of data analyst, it will show me those profiles which are more stronger, right? And which profiles will be more stronger? The profiles which are 100% complete are obviously more stronger according to the algorithm, right? So the next point is projects are not completed, right? So most of the projects that I see from students they are not complete projects. So see, when you're going as a fresher, the projects that you will be having will be mostly your self projects, but they also have to be complete, right? And complete means end to end. So for example, let's say I have made a project on a particular data analysis and have done an EDA in Jupyter Notebook, right? But that is not enough. You need to push that code to GitHub. You need to have a presentation of it. You need to have a technical document of it if possible. All of those steps you can easily find on any YouTube video, or you can get a guidance from someone on how to push your code to GitHub, and also a proper reference of that whole project over LinkedIn, or you can mention your whole project description, or showcase your project on LinkedIn. That will build more credibility towards that project. So all of these points are important, and this will actually make your project end to end complete, which is really important to get credibility on your project. So third point that you see is don't use one resume for all the companies. So generally, see guys, what has happened now is that applying on a particular job has become easier, right? Because these platforms, all of a job application platform, they have made these platforms so user friendly and so comfortable, right? That you can apply on multiple jobs with single click, right? So what we generally do is that we prepare one resume, and then we try to send it across all the companies, right? Sorry, but what my suggestion would be, that if you are really positive about some company, or you have got some personal reference in some company, and then you are applying, so it's better that you prepare a specific resume for that company, go through the job description of that particular company, and then apply for it, right? That will be a even better option for you, right? Because if HR sees, let's say it's a data analyst role, but it's in financial company, right? So if you have a finance project that you didn't include it in your resume till now, but now it will be important because the company that you're applying for is a financial company, right? So not compulsory that you make one resume for each company. If you are going for a specific company, you have some company in mind, and let's say you are seeing that okay, you have high chances of getting selected, then it's better to make a specific resume for that company. The final, not the final, but the fourth point is that no internship experience. See, as a fresher, you have to start somewhere, and the best way to start is to get an internship, right? But most of us, when we are transitioning from other fields, for example, I am from a field of material science and metallurgy, so the internship that I have are core internship, right? They are in the field of steel plants. Similarly, you might have also done some internship, but they are in a core fields, right? And if you want to transition into IT, you need to have an internship into IT industry. So if you can find an internship, that's great. But if you're not able to find an internship, what you can do, you can compensate for it in other ways, right? The first way to compensate it with side projects, right? So it's the best way to compensate for your experience or for an internship, to do a side project under an industry expert, right? So I myself have some students who are doing projects, and I am trying to mentor them. And you can also find people, you can check on TopMate, you can check on platforms like Project Pro, where you can have a mentor, you can have a guided projects, right? So try to have a project that is verified by industry experts, so that it will boost your credibility of your project, and then you can call that project as an internship, right? So you'll have that. And other thing is, you can find virtual internship. So there are some platforms that provide virtual internship. Virtual internship basically means that they'll give you a task, you have to solve the task, and you will get a certificate, right? So it helps in multiple ways. First of all, you get a company tag, and the other way is that finally you can have a work experience in your resume, which section is really important. The next point is that you have to remove the irrelevant experience and achievement. See, what I have seen most of a resume which get rejected, that we have irrelevant achievements in it. For example, let's say I participated in some cultural competition in my college or in my school, so I might have added that in my resume, right? But when you are applying for a role, that is not that is basically taking space on your resume, right? And you must have seen this particular advice at many places, that you should have a one-page resume. So if you have a one-page resume, you are constrained by the space, right? And at that particular point, these these points of irrelevant experiences or achievements, they are taking space on your particular profile. So only include these things if you have vacant space. If you want to fill that space and you don't have any other points to write, only include them. Because see, what happens that these creates a negative transition from a field, right? So for example, let's say I have done I have worked in a, let's say manufacturing plant for 2 or 3 months, or let's say a year, and now I'm going into a field of data science, right? And I have done a proper training, I have done some edtech course, and I complete proper training and proper skill in the field of data science. But if I add this work experience as it is, right, okay, I've worked in manufacturing plant as a supervisor or something, so it will add as a negative point, okay, now this guy is trying to transition, right? Instead of that, if you can, first of all, if you can write that experience in a little bit of tweaked way, which is which sounds more technical rather than business side, that okay, you were analyzing a data of manufacturing, something like that, that will be great. If you cannot do that, my suggestion will be to remove it, right? Okay. Next thing is that resume formatting issues. See, the best thing is to go with a standard resume, right? You can check on any platform. You can generally the best platform to check that I have found was Novo Resume. The other platform as well, which will help you make a complete format of your resume. Best way is to go for a basic resume if you don't want to pay for it. The other way around is you can have some out of the box resume, can have some more creative type of resume if you want, but please don't go with the college format resume, right? It's basically a word file, black and white. Don't go with that kind of resume, because that is kind of a big no for any HR, right? Because it means that you have not put efforts in your resume, and if I don't feel an interest to read your resume, obviously there's less chance of getting selected. The next thing is apply on company side. See, this thing is hectic, as I've written, it's hectic, but it's more useful. So let's say you get a job opening, right? So see, I'll tell you what basically happens is that most time we apply to HR consultancies, and then they send our resumes to actual companies, and they get the notification, or they track the notification of any company hiring for something, right? So if you somehow get that information, okay, let's say Accenture is hiring, or let's say McKinsey is hiring, or any other company that are hiring, if you have that information, if you see somebody posting that about LinkedIn, try to find that job on the company's platform, make a company specific resume, and then apply on company's site, right? See, I know it's a hectic process, because you'll have to upload your resume, you have to fill the whole information again, and you have to verify, make an account there, verify that account. There are many steps, but it will actually increase your chances of getting at least reply, right? Because whenever you apply on a company site, you might get rejected or selected, that is a different thing, but you will get a reply, you will get a quicker action than applying through HR's consultancy, right? So if you have information about, okay, this company is hiring for this particular position, and so it's best to apply on a company's career page, rather than applying on any other job opportunities platform like Naukri or LinkedIn or anything like that. The last thing that I have is hack the ATS using AI. So I hope you guys know about all the AI tools that are currently in buzz. The most common one is ChatGPT, right? So what we can do is that, and ATS is kind of your automatic system that shortlist the resume, right? So what's happening these days, HR don't directly engage with your resume, they don't read your resume that thoroughly. Instead, what they do, they put your resume in a system, and then they try to match your resume and the job description, right? So that gives your resume the score, and according to that score your profile is getting shortlisted or not shortlisted. So what you can do once you know this thing, right, so you can prepare your job you can prepare project descriptions according to a job description, right? So you can use tools like ChatGPT and ask it to match your project description along with your job description. Okay, so that will create a proper language of it. So when your resume would be put into an ATS system, it will get a benefit, it will get an advantage compared to all the other resumes, and it will get a higher score, right? So it's not basically hacking, it's more of a playing is smart, that when that okay, a system is going to track your resume or judge your resume based on these points, and why not include these points in it, right? So that's some points. So in conclusion, I would say that these all points have helped me getting my profile shortlisted for many companies, right? Basically twice or thrice than other people who are applying for the same job. And these are not something skill that I'm talking about. Obviously the best way to get shortlisted is to have good skills, right? Have good skills, showcase in good projects, but that is one thing that everyone is doing. So these things will act as a catalyst in your job search and will actually increase your job process, or increase your chances of getting shortlisted by n number of times, right? So good luck, do follow these, do subscribe to Project Pros channel. I try to post regular videos here, and hope you like it. Thank you.